Legends Festival 2025 predictions. No. That isn't right. That's inaccurate because I'm going to be right. Don't come back for me if I'm wrong. I swear to God, just leave me alone. This is not a prediction because I'm telling the future. If you've seen another prediction video, there's a reason why it's a prediction video, but this is just the telling of the future. We've got 3 parts. They're not running 2 ultras. We got 2 Legends Limiteds in part 1. We got 2 Legends Limiteds in part 2, and we got an ultra in part 3. That's it. There's an after party LF, and I will mention an after party LF. So whatever's going to start the year of 2026 will be that LF. But outside of that, you gotta listen closely for what I'm going to say. Let's get into this and leave your comments down below of what you think is going to be dropping in the 2025 Legends Festival. Okay, so after careful consideration, I think the festival will consist of 2 things in the part 1. They usually go good, then they go great if they're trying to drop a banger reveal. They've done this on numerous occasions, not just in the festival, but also in the anniversary. I'll give you examples right here. We've got Evo Ken in the 2023 festival leading into Beast Gohan to eclipse that fact. It's more recent, so it's going to be more quote-unquote hype as promotional material. We've got fusing Super Vegito into fusing Gogeta Blue. Fusing Gogeta Blue is more recent, so it's more hype, quote-unquote, as they use it as promotional material. In the Legends Festival 2021, they dropped Sword of Hope Trunks first, which is good, but then they dropped the Blue Bros, which is great. Also, it's more promotional material, it's more recent. They don't do this all the time, but they've done this a lot. And that's telling me that they're probably going to run a similar format this year, because last year they kept it just future. But I think this year they're going to go back and forth with the good into great. Now, what 2 could make something feel like, wow, this is amazing off rip, into, wow, this is even better? And I think without a doubt, these 2 are the best picks. I sat long and hard. I think it is the best pick to go into a good and then great for promotional material reasons. With that being said, my first pick for the Legends Festival 2025, without a doubt, is Legends Limited Super Gogeta. He just makes the most sense. I don't care if he's a synchro. Me personally, actually, if he's a standalone with custom animations, I will eat that up as well, because at least he'll have an ultimate art. I actually prefer units with ultimate arts, but if he's a synchro as well, people will love that. If he has a new mechanic where he transforms both ways like Dokkan Battle, people will love that. As long as he has new mechanics, maybe nicely custom animations, you know, Stardust Breaker, Rasengan like Dokkan Battle, I'm all here for that. Super Gogeta is loved. Movies unit, people eat that up. Everybody will be like, yeah, we expected this. This is hype. We're loving it. The festival started great, but they're going to need 1 more Legends Limited to eclipse this guy. And again, following the scheme, this is good, but we're going to need something more recent for promotional material. It's the template of Doom, and it works very well every time they're trying to succeed in the Legends Festival. So Super Gogeta is my first pick. Reasons for that, you guys saw the digital effects. They're showing us the obvious pick. They're showing us the flames. They're showing us the sparkles. It's screaming Fusion Reborn. There's no way this guy doesn't drop. He has to drop. If he doesn't drop, I'll actually be shocked. I'll genuinely be shocked. It's not even that like I'm super hype or wanting him specifically. If you had to ask me, I'd take Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta personally. But Fusion Reborn Gogeta is crazy as well, but it's just that he's more likely to drop. It's looking that way. More people are screaming for Super Gogeta. I'm sure we're all in agreement. If it's going to be a Fusion Warrior, it should be Fusion Reborn Super Gogeta. Not based on wants, based on the small amount of evidence we have, and out of the Fusion Warriors we've got in recent years. If we look in the 6th anniversary, so 2024, all of 2024, we got Super Vegito, we got Gogeta Blue, we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and we also got Vegito Blue. Who are we missing? Super Gogeta from Fusion Reborn. So only naturally would he be the best Fusion Warrior pick for this festival. So that's my number 1 pick for part 1. I think it's very easy though. Very easy. Now the second Legends Limited for part 1 is Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. Promotional material, great because what they're going to do with the animations are going to be outrageous. The source material is some of the best source material we have in Dragon Ball, so everybody's going to eat up the animations. Goku in Super Saiyan 4 Mini was doing fantastic stuff. If he's a transforming unit or a revival unit, he will look great. You can imagine him going from Super Saiyan 3 Goku, reviving into Super Saiyan 4, or he could just be Super Saiyan 4 Mini. Now at first, I wasn't really in support of Daima. I was even saying, yeah, they're not gonna drop Daima, come back to the stream and tell me I was wrong when they don't drop Daima. But I'm not gonna lie, I switched up. This is why you gotta watch the prediction videos. I really feel like if they drop Super Gogeta, the only thing that can go band for band with Super Gogeta is a version of Goku, and it has to be the Daima Goku because it has the best source material, so they're gonna go heavy on it, similar to what they did earlier with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku adult version. But also, it's going to pull in newer Dragon Ball fans, and they want to pull in newer Dragon Ball fans to increase the player base. That's their intention almost all the time. The celebrations put out a lot of promotional material for Dragon Ball Legends, so if they use promotional material for Dragon Ball, which would be the movies, or in this case Daima, the newest series, it brings in a lot of people and they win. And we win. We get good animations and they get a bigger player base. Simple, 1 + 1 = 2. More evidence for why I think this is plausible, because I'm sure a lot of people have wrote off the idea of a Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini based on the fact that we got Goku earlier this year. The reason why I think it's actually reasonable is because they dropped 2 Zamasus this year. A Legends Limited Zamasu, right? Fusion Zamasu. Then they followed it up with a half corrupted Zamasu. If he can get 2 of anything this year, I think Daima can get 2 of something this year. I don't think that's ridiculous. I think it's very clear cut. If Dragon Ball Super, the future arc, can get 2 antagonists from the same arc, I don't feel like there's any problem with us getting a Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. So put him in to the festival. He's going to be the thing to surpass Super Gogeta based on visuals. Some people might not be more hyped, but they're going to follow that similar format where, yeah, they fed us big and we're already hyped with the first reveal. Then they're going to hit us with something even greater. And I think this would be what their greater is. It might feel like, oh, this is not as great because Super Gogeta is Super Gogeta, but this is a valid pick for what they're trying to do with the promotional material, which they've pulled out in previous years, like I mentioned. Now for part 2, I am not confident in my part 2 prediction. They could actually do anything, and I mean anything, and because they can do anything, I really don't know what they're going to drop. I have no idea. You're gonna have to throw out a guess. They could go back to Dragon Ball OG. They could drop some Dragon Ball Z stuff. They could drop some more movie stuff. They could drop some more Diamond stuff. They could drop some Dragon Ball Super movie stuff. They could drop some Dragon Ball Super stuff. They've actually got options all over the place. There's also the criteria. What is the criteria? It doesn't have to be more hype, or it usually isn't more hype than the part 1 units. But then, does that have to be the case? Because in other cases, you could argue it has been more hype than the part 1 units. For example, Goku and Bardock. That's a game originals, it's unique, we've never got something like that, right? Surely it's more hype than Beast Gohan and Evoken, at least Evoken. But again, it's to each their own. So it's very, very weird about what they could do in the part 2. So I'm just going to throw out 2 picks that I think people will be happy with. There's no real strong basis. We don't have any hints leading for part 2. We barely have anything leading for part 1. So whatever I put out here, you know, I'm not confident in it. So if I get anything right, I'm going to be happy about that. We're going to just give 2 options, and here's what I've thought about. So my first one is God Bros. I think they're going to continue on with the movies in part 2. God Bros, we haven't got a tag Goku and Vegeta that's been spectacular and the whole time since Blue Bros. Like really, really long time. Like, yeah, we got the tag 4s, but did they really move you as much as 2021 Blue Bros? I don't think so. So we're gonna go back to 2021 with the Blue Bros, but drop them in part 2 this time because we have more promotional material, you know. It's not just the Broly movie at this current point. You gotta think about Daima. And with that being the case, we're gonna move on to our part 2 second prediction. Only because I literally don't know what they're going to drop, but I think this would be a good matchup based on circumstances for the meta. Daima doesn't have a lot of options, and for the units in Daima to be good as a team, they're going to have to bring back, and I mean bring back, those older units and put them on the boost. But we should also have some more options. This way they can drop some more options. So if they drop Goma, we would have had 2 Legends Limiteds from Daima in this festival, leading into 2026 Battle Hour, where they're going to be pushing Daima, the poster boy for 2026 Battle Hour is literally Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I think them dropping a Goma makes a lot of sense as well. We're going to go back into it for part 2. So part 2 is going to have the same things as part 1. Sagas from the movies and also Daima. We're going to have God Bros and we're going to have you know, Goma over here. The God Bros, they fight together pretty clean anyways. When they were in blue anyways, they were fighting super clean. God Bro animations, you know, Goku in God and Vegeta in God, their animations would be super good as well. It could kind of mimic, you know, how they were fighting Broly. But this case, we've got Goma, who has never made an appearance in Dragon Ball Legends. So yeah, I don't have a strong basis for this. Like I said, I'm just putting something together that I think would be nice. It's also just a safe way to go to follow the same theme as my part 1. But yeah, if I had to go another way, I would take a Game Originals very easily, like without a doubt. I think a Game Originals would be the best way to go, similar to the 2023 festival. But if I had to go to Legends Limited, which is the route I'm taking, I would go these two with no strong basis. There's no strong basis. Just take it, man. Just take it. And to finalize, we have to get a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'm not even gonna build it up. The Ultra has to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku. There's so many reasons why they should drop this guy as an Ultra at the end of the Festival 2025. First off, they dropped the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I think GT would go up. It just comes out from underground back to the top again. Straight away, immediately good. Next up, they dropped a bunch of Diamond stuff, specifically Super Saiyan 4 Goku earlier this year, and if they drop another one in the festival, this would be the 3rd Super Saiyan 4 Goku we've got this year, thus enhancing Super Saiyan 14. Super Saiyan 14 could be a new thing that comes out of nowhere, and that could be banging. We love the Super Saiyan 4 design, specifically the GT one, but also the Daima one. Some people don't because it's new, because they like the old version. I personally like both. I obviously, well, let me not say obviously, but I like the GT version more. So if we could just build a Super Saiyan 4 team, I think that would be nice. There's just a lot of backing towards Super Saiyan 4 Goku ending the celebration. Do I think he's the most probable pick? Maybe not. They could go the basic route again and drop another Gogeta, Dragon Ball Super Gogeta, just make him Super Saiyan, you know. He's not blue, he's not going to be base. He's not going to be Fusion Reborn Gogeta. He's not going to be G4. It's going to be the Super Saiyan variant from the Broly movie. But do I want them to do that? No. Do I think they would do that? Yes. But what do I think they are going to do? This Super Saiyan 4 Goku here, clean. They dropped UI Goku 2 years ago. They dropped Beast Gohan last year. Shows they're straying from the typical Fusion Warrior path. They're willing to, at least. And if anybody could fit the shoes of a festival Ultra, I think Super Saiyan 4 Goku would do that job amazingly well. Am I crazy to say that? I guess we'll have to see. But that's my prediction nonetheless. Video was almost done, but we got the after party LF. Hold on. This would be ending off the festival 2025, so the after party Legends Limited. I'm going Golden Frieza. I was gonna go Broly, mandated Broly, transforming Broly, but I fully realized we do not have a Golden Frieza. We don't. And we did get Ultra Full Power Frieza. We did get Final Form Coolers. I think it was a Zenkai, right? Lineage of Evil has some decent picks, right? How do we not have a Legends Limited Golden Frieza? Resurrection of F hasn't got any love this year. And I think if they just put it in there, just a little splash, you know, right after the Ultra that they drop, hey, people would love it. Golden Frieza is a good pick in general. He could show up smack bang in the middle of the festival. Do I think she's gonna show up in the festival? I'm not too confident in this, but I just had to pick something for the after party LF because again, the after party LF could be anything. Not necessarily so, but it could be anything. Like look at last year, they went from Beast Gohan to Trunks and Gohan, so they could actually drop anything. So I think Golden Frieza, nice pick. We don't have one, people would love him. On top of that, there was only one antagonist in this whole celebration, so might as well drop another one, you know. Might as well, you might as well, you know. It's not, people might say, oh, it's the after party, so it's not even in the festival, but you know, it's literally 2025 Legends Festival after party, so it's inclusive in the celebration, but it's afterwards, you know. It's like a VIP event, you know what I'm saying? If you have a concert, the after party for that concert, it's still a part of the performance. It's just that not everybody from the concert can go. It's not included in the package open deal, but it's inclusive of the artist performing. Does that make sense? At least that's how I see it. You might disagree. Cool, But Golden Frieza's my pick, and that's the end of the video. I can't tell you how much I hate doing prediction videos, but that's the prediction video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about my predictions. Let me know in the comment section what your predictions are, and hopefully the festival is just good no matter what. I'm confident in my part 1, but the rest of it, besides the ultra as well, the ultra I'm confident in, but the rest of it, hey man, they can do whatever, I swear. As long as the part 1 is good, as long as the ultra is good, I think the celebration is banging and I will have no complaints. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.